Hey there, cat. Just getting chat set up, getting the stream set up. Gonna make another cup of coffee, and then we'll get going once I get in there. Hey there, cat. Just getting chat set up, getting the stream set up. Another cup of coffee, and then we'll get going once I get in there. Freezing sleet and snow, huh? Alright. That sounds like fun. Alright. I'm gonna go make some coffee. Just make sure I don't get attacked by any wolves or anything, okay, cat? Right back. So, Hawk, do you hear a Wendigo? You might hear the waterfall nearby. I need a gigantic coffee cup. I need like one of those like world's biggest coffee mugs. That's what I need, man. Yeah. So, you know, I make one, and then I have, like, usually 2 cups in that one pot of coffee, I guess, if you will. Or 1 French press full. But it's usually 2 cups, and then I'm like, man, I really want more, but I don't feel like making it a whole nother thing, and da da da. But if I just had one big one, then I'd be good. So I'm gonna go grab the biggest cup I can find, and I'm gonna finish making the coffee. I'll be right back. Thank you for watching me, though, and making sure I don't get attacked by the Wendigo. Wendigo. Let me say that correctly. But yeah, I'll be right back. I protect. Alright. Got the biggest cup of coffee I could find. The biggest mug for my coffee. So I gotta get a good bit of it here now. So you like the ASMR streams with the music? You like watching with the music on? I asked because I had like I don't know if it's a subscriber or just someone popping in chat and saying so, but a while ago, and it's been kind of sticking out in my head for a while too. But a while ago, I had one person say like, "Oh, I always play my Red Dead with the music off because I really like all the nature sounds," which I totally get. I've done that before. I like that. I think I've done streams like that too. I think, but I also like having the music. I also kind of like live editing and live cutting with the camera and stuff like that. I kind of like doing that with the music, and it's kind of fun too because it makes some of the moments stick out a little bit more. Every now and then it'll give me the chills when I'm kind of like locked into the character and the moment that I'm in with the character and all that stuff. But then, you know, other times too, and I'm sure if you hang around, if you're one of those that like kind of hangs around long enough, eventually the music gets turned off anyway, in favor of just riding around, listening to the horse hooves, or listening to like what a bounty and his friends are all talking about, like that kind of stuff. But lends itself to the ASMR vibe. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like it kind of both ways. Like I said, I like it with the music because it kind of makes it feel like, you know, you're almost like either in a movie or you're like in the book, in the story. That's kind of why too. Like I had one of those like no mic ASMR streams where I was like just trying to have the viewers kind of just be immersed in the world of the story that I'm writing, because this does such a good job at faking it, you know, the time period, the era, the sounds, like it's a pretty good little digital set, if you will, if you want to call it something like that. Like it's like a movie, you know. And there are lots of little spots on this that there's so much detail in it that I've always said too, if that a lot of these locations and POIs, like the points of interest, are like they're sets, they're designed, like they're heavily designed and maintained, or not maintained, but looked after with like details, you know, attention to details and all that stuff. So the world itself is pretty immersive on its own, but like I said, I like kind of like throwing in some music every now and then. And like I said too, eventually, if you're one of those that hangs out for a little while, you'll notice that like the music comes off and you're just hearing the nature sounds and stuff like that too, because it is. But yeah, there was two subscribers, or people in chat rather. I know one of them is a subscriber because he's in the Discord and I see him every now and again liking stuff and popping in to say howdy. But one of them said, I really like it with the music on, makes it feel like a movie. I like the way that you manipulate the camera and kind of, which gave me a little sense of pride there, because, you know, I move the camera around while we're doing this stuff, and like I said earlier, it's like a little bit of live editing that I'm trying to do with the music, like cut the shots with the music, the beat of the music and stuff like that. And so to see someone kind of noticing the work that I'm putting in, it's nice. But then I think right in the same stream, someone else popped in and was like, "Oh, I like to play my Red Dead with the music off. There's no soundtrack in life, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I get it. I like that. I like that aspect of the ASMR of the game too, because the game has a lot of those like tactile sounds from like picking your you do a great job. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, it's nice when the work goes noticed. But even like taking your revolver out of your holster there, putting it back in. Like those are all very good ASMR type sounds. That's what drew me to watch your channel. Oh, thanks. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Like I said, really, it's nice when the work kind of goes noticed. And it's cool because I'm doing something a little bit different than what most people do on YouTube. I'm not just being a YouTuber. I'm kind of trying to use this, what do you call it? Trying to use this platform to platform my character that I've been writing for a long time, and it just works, man. Because like I said, the time period's perfect, and it's also nice because this is a game that's very much similar to another game that I used to play too, where I would like just spend hours at a time hanging out and taking in the atmosphere, chilling, thinking about life. Which I have said before too, a lot of my long ASMR streams are like you just kind of watching me work out what's going on in my head in a game, but like in game. I'm just, you know, chilling, meditating, thinking about, contemplating, all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. That's cool that it kind of drew you to the channel. That and some of the like IRL live streams, which I do have a goal for, like if we get a super chat here in the next like 3 hours or whatever, I'll definitely do like a Q&A or like an AMA section during the next like live stream. We'll sit down and play guitar and maybe hang out with the boy or something like that. Give some of you guys like a chance to ask me questions. I know the last couple like lives like that has mostly just been me kind of talking at everybody and talking at some of the members and some of the subscribers and stuff like that. About the channel and the future of it and all that stuff, but what's kind of cool about all of it too, which I may or may not have said before, is, to me anyway, just the idea that I'm not actually like you are utilizing the game itself as a tool to create, which in itself is pretty cool. Thank you. I really fully appreciate that, because it means a lot to me. That's again, not something that people notice often. You know, they kind of take it as at face value, like, oh, here's a guy playing Red Dead, right? But I appreciate you understanding that there's more to it than just that. And it is the sort of different thing that I'm trying to do here on YouTube, is like using the game, using AI, using stuff like that to kind of create the character and give people like a visualization of the character. And I don't know exactly how well I do communicating the characters' kind of like feelings and stuff like that, but the sentiments behind things. But I feel like some of that gets across in the live too. I feel like most of it does, because a lot of the people end up like attracted to the channel. similarly artistic, creative brained, and like-minded, sorta. Yeah, I can't just watch someone play and not gain some kind of inspirations from it. What do you mean by that? Because I mean, and maybe I'm just misunderstanding what you said, but I feel like there's like most people that play video games and stream, like, you don't really get like necessarily like inspired from them, but it's so much as like just kind of like enjoy. See, it's funny too because I was did my like year-end review on YouTube or whatever, and I actually, because YouTube is this is probably why the statistic is so kind of skewed a little bit, but YouTube is the only social media platform that I use personally, like literally, and it kind of showed in the year-end review because like I literally consume about 8 times more than your average YouTube viewer, and again, it's probably because I'm just like on it so much, because it's the only social media I have that I personally use. The rest of it is like for the channel and stuff like that, just for having it out across the different platforms. But I forgot where I was going with that, but whatever. It's like when I look at most anything, I get inspiration from many things. Okay. Right, but I mean, there's like, you know, I guess really like without sounding ridiculous here, this is like my reasoning, my logic is like, well, why? What's the difference between me and like someone else that's playing Red Dead Online, where, you know what I mean, or some other game where it's like you do like are there others too that do that? Because and that's what I guess that's kind of where I was going. Like I consume a lot of YouTube, and most of what I watch on YouTube is either like just silly, goofy roleplay scenarios in GTA roleplay with this like group of guys that I've been watching forever, or you know, like intellectual, like documentary type stuff where I'm like learning something about something. Like rarely ever do. I guess what I'm trying to say is, unless it's like music or something like that, but I rarely watch other people play games. Even though most of what I watch is other people playing games on YouTube. But there's only like 2 channels really that 2, 3, 4 channels, because like there's 3 of them that are like kind of, they're in a group together, and then there's like 1 channel that's like a group of like 4 or 5 people. Well, sometimes more, because they'll get like the editors in on some of the games too, but I think I want to go to the stables. I don't want to miss the Van Horn stables, and I think that's these down here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just supposed to ride right past them. And I think more so in Valheim to build and create. Yeah. Well, there I could see where people would draw inspiration from, and I have like gone in search of like certain building techniques, I guess, in like Valheim, and not like I'm not like, oh, you know, search in the search bar like, oh, what is this intricate building technique in Valheim? Like I'll just look up like large builds in Valheim, or I'll look up and see like you know, how to make a realistic medieval looking house, and I'll look at a bunch of examples of something and then just like try to make that in Valheim. Or with the big behemoth build, the other one too, the other large A-frame. In that instance, I'm literally just taking everything that I've kind of learned in Valheim and building, and then also in real life and building, and just kind of applying it to one gigantic build. And where the shorter one felt a little bit cramped, I wanted that second one, the big behemoth one, to feel a lot more like open and spacious, comfy and chill. So like, you know, it depends, I guess, on like what I'm going for too. Like you could see too some of the builds that I did for Silk, like what I was like some more, like the first one was mostly utility build. The second one was like utility and comfort, and then it's kind of trying to make it look, you know, nice and comfy, make it look nice really too, but also have it have utility. And for a while it was his like main base too, till he moved out towards the plains area. I got him to the plains through the swamps, and then I showed him the dev commands, and then he kind of went off on his own and explored the game that way with like the dev commands, which is fine too. That's fun. Alright, we did the care package. Let me buy provisions real quick. What you've built out has lots of thought and work in it. Yeah. Well, I'm a bit of I'm a bit meticulous, and some people may be like, I so OCD, but I mean, yeah, it is maybe a little bit, but I don't think so. I think it's just extremely meticulous when it comes to stuff sometimes. Like, I'll rebuild something like 800 times just to get it perfectly exactly how I want it, which Smurf commented on one time when it was like, I was trying to build a circle around like a fire pit, and it kept happening where some of the fire was like poking through the bottom of the rocks, like clipping through it, so I had to like fix it, so it took me a long time to get it right. Because you have to either like start your circle right there or you gotta like make sure you're starting it on the opposite side in the correct spot to cover that one side. I just kept messing it up and it was poking out. Detail oriented. Yeah, that's one of them. I also was trying to think, like, how would I want my house to look if I, like, made one in real life that had, like, unlimited resources and I could just make a really cool, like, big-ass chill house, but with all the Viking stuff in it, so. But yeah, and that one's almost done, too, the really, really large build. Oh, so man, I ain't being rude, partner. I've got to get on with the work here. Yeah, just very like meticulous and detail oriented, and it's like being able to like know what you're doing while you're like, you know, like super zoomed in looking at something building like this, you know what I mean? Like you're like borderline first person. You can't really be first person in that game, but and then understanding like its position while you're looking at it and how it's gonna make the whole thing look like when you're like further out, you know what I mean? Like what the big picture kind of looks like at the same time. So it's like detail oriented, but big picture, but like, you know what I mean? How the details make up the big picture, like a kind of understanding the ins and outs of all that stuff. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not helping that guy. Yeah, right, like having an unlimited supply of wood and scaffolding and like materials to be able to just build really nice, big, beautiful house. And I don't know. I think, like I said, it's almost done. It's pretty. It's pretty nice looking so far. It's definitely hitting the things that I was like trying to do, which was it's definitely checking off all those boxes. What? What? What the? Yeah, what in the actual? Okay, these guys woke up and chose violence. He thought he was gonna get the jump on me. What is going on? Why are all these people shooting at me, man? Okay, that was weird.
That was quick. You need something else?
The Winchester House, building. Sure, yeah.
Come back if you actually want to buy something.
Threw a dude in a lake.
Damn bastard! You're a dead man!
Don't do it. Crazy part of history. Yeah, no, there's lots of crazy parts of history like that. Big ass houses, castles, then that whole nine, all of them. Yeah, a whole bunch of them were angry for a fight for no reason. I mean, you saw me. I didn't do a fucking thing. Like, I just rolled into town, walked around for a second because I was talking and kept forgetting where I was going for a second. And took a bounty. Like, what the hell was all that shooting for? That's why there's 3 towns in this entire game that, like, I don't feel bad about shooting up. Kind of 4 technically, but that one that we were just in, Van Horn, Valentine, Thieves Landing, and Van Horn, Valentine, Thieves Landing, and Rhodes. But that being said, the NPCs in both Thieves Landing and in Van Horn are like bad dudes, quote unquote. Outlaws in both those towns. Whereas Van Horn's kind of like an abandoned town, an abandoned port town. But I like Strawberry. I like Blackwater. I like Saint Denis, like for what it is in game representation of a modern, like what modern cities were about to be, because it's like that was the 1800s, you know what I mean? So the late 1800s, like just turning into 1900s, but I kind of like Tumbleweed, I kind of like Armadillo, like Cholla Springs and all that stuff. I wish you could go to Mexico. I'd love that area too. I'd love to be able to walk around that area. Even though it's just like a microcosm representation of it. They had it in the first game where you could go to Mexico, Cat. It's like part of the story. You had to go down there looking for one of your old gang members from before. So like, story spans a couple years. From like 1898 to like 1901, 1902. The whole story spans. That's kind of somewhere between like 5 and 10 years is the span of time that I want to cover with my book too. Never saw the previous Red Dead games. Yeah, there's 2 other previous Red Dead games. There's one that like predates the time period that the 1 and 2 take place in, and that one's called Red Dead Revolver, and it's about a completely different character, but who may or may not be related or involved to 1 or 2 in some way, but so this is all new to me.
Alright then.
Well, you probably would like watching the story mode then, like just to get the idea of the story. Basically, like, in a nutshell, it's about a gang. It's like an old western gang that is in the transitional period between 1898 and like 1902, 1903, 1904, 1905, somewhere in that range, like or like a visual read. Yeah, well, that's exactly what that would be like if I did that, if I went back and like started over again and just like did it from the beginning for you. Which I could totally do if that would be something that you're interested in. I'd have to make sure that I was like consistent with doing it though, so that you could get the whole story. But yeah, basically it's about a gang in that transitional time period of the United States where it's like you know, going from the old western like survival cowboy thing to like the more modern, like industrialized time period. Like by the end of the first game, which in the chronologically it comes after the second game. Like the second game is the prequel, kinda. And they both, like I said, take place in that time period. And in the first one, you play a character named John Marston, a member of the gang, who's hunting down a bunch of old members of his gang at the behest of some Pinkerton like agents. Damn Pinkertons. And then in the second one, it's like a set of prequels, so you play in the beginning as Arthur, who is another member of the gang, and it's kind of like the events leading up to what happened in the first one. And like I said, I don't want to spoil anything for you if you would be interested in watching that, but like I said, I'd have to make sure I was consistent with it. You were too, so that you could get the story without missing too much. I mean, I could always like recap it if you missed something too, but but yeah, it's a really good ass story, like a really good ass story. Like Rockstar is usually known for writing good stories. This one was a really good story. Never been a reader much of my life. I'm more of a hands-on person. Oh, I was a little bit of both always growing up, but it depends on like what I was learning though. Like there was some stuff I just loved to read and I read about like crazy, and after learning about it I went and like got stuff from it, like revolvers, holsters, my other favorite time period, the medieval period, like swords, armor, stuff like that. I don't know, it's just cool. It's cool stuff to have. I love it. I love having it around. It's cool to look at, hold, handle, and use and practice with, and all that good stuff. But what do you say we go get this bounty, huh?
What's that? You can't be back here yet. You ain't supposed to be here.
Damn it, give me a better camera angle, man.
Oh.
Alright, fine. job.
No! I'll make you suffer! Go to hell!
Damn. Theodore Gordon. Let's go, feller. Shouldn't have thrown that sheriff deputy in the Flatiron Lake there, partner. He drowned. Won't be pitching nobody in the lake no more for petty theft. That's for sure. Partner. Be right back, hang on. Alright. You said you loved historical items. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. I love historical stuff. It's like my soul kind of remembers some of that stuff as the good old days. Evening, partner. Got Mr. Theodore for you.
You can throw that one right in there.
Came back drinking.
Enjoy.
Let's go and make it room for more. Oh yeah, no. Basically, I just responded to you saying you remembered me saying I liked historical items. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Do quite a bit. Such a nerd for it. There should be a picture of me, I believe, in the maybe in the members only part on YouTube, but you still can't see my face or anything. But like, it's a picture of me in a bunch of armor. on the back of a horse, like holding a sword. So I'm such a nerd. But yeah, I love horses. I love historical stuff. And I personally like the ASMR as well of the horses in game. Like this, I've said it 1,000 times, dude. This game does a better job at horse simulation than most like horse simulator games do. Cool. Yeah, I know one time a guy was like, he had stables where he like gave horse guided trail rides and asked me to come give a trail ride, like all dressed up like that. I was like, sure, why not? Yeah, bunch of fun. Oh yeah, and even the way that, like the fucking, like down to the muscles, how they move, like can't see it very well right now because it's dark, but and the big like veins on the side of the horse too. Like they nailed all the breeds really well. Like I mean, I don't know all of them per se, but like I haven't seen every single one of these horse breeds in person, but the ones that I have, like they're super accurate. They look real close. Even down to like the behaviors too. So. Oh man, do I love me some horses. Yeah. Yep. Just like Sleeper. All black thoroughbred. I mean, this one is a little bit more, as a lot of people have pointed out, a little bit more like purpley, but like I think they're trying to like indicate the different like tints that the black hair can kind of like turn like in the sunlight sometimes. But yeah, this is the road they're gonna be coming up, right? Yeah. Shit. I don't have any. It's okay.
Don't work too hard now.
Watch it now. You don't want this to go any further. You stay away from me.
Shit, the hell with this!
What the hell with you, man? You're coming with me.
The hell are you doing? No, don't! Goddamn son of a bitch! Goddamn!
Listen, man, you're lucky I didn't read your poster. I don't really know what you did. That's why I'm not killing you when I take you in. You're lucky.
Let me go and I might not kill you.
Right.
Nope. I'm out of here.
You got friends?
Oh shit! Shit!
Shit, driver. You going in today? Road horses never run one. On two.
Untie me! Right goddamn now! Oh damn it!
Don't have the room right now, but I'm hoping soon. Fingers crossed. Just let it all out right.
Cocksucker!
Keep working at it. Be able to have a couple again. Because the one that I owned, I boarded with a bunch of other horses at a place. And then the other one that I owned was like where I lived. He stayed where I lived. His name was Diesel.
You coward! Let me go! Let's finish this!
Yeah, I hope so. See a deer.
Y'all some damn fools!
Yo,
Piece of shit!
listen, partner, it's just me. What are you talking about, y'all? It's just me. I've got my crew with me. Listen, people that's fools anyway, too, man.
Oh hell no!
These guys.
Hell no!
snowing.
Tommy!
There, and here too. Oh yeah. A heavy blizzard right now. The start of one at least, anyway. 'Cause the horse is covered in snow, and I'm covered in snow.
Bastard.
I'm glad
That one
you
for you,
brought
sure.
them alive. They're gonna stand trial. All right, take your money.
My head's getting covered in snow. You can hear all the wind. What, in game? The prices are better in the story mode. They're more sorta scaled to real life. The stuff online is a lot more expensive. I can show you catalog, like all the stuff that a general store has. I mean, it's not like super expensive for like a box, but I usually buy all of it at once, sort of like fill it one time from where I was at, which wasn't zero, but so that stuff's not too expensive ammunition, but that's how much the guns are, each one of them. Little double action. Damage on that is not so great. I'm gonna tell you all the stats too down at the bottom. I'll show you the two that I carry most of the time. Is this one. Damage is okay. It has a decent fire rate and it's got a 9-round chamber. Where I use this one, which has a little bit more damage, but it's got the 6-round cylinder rather. That's a whole nickel, what the hell? Oh, yeah. Take your head off, boy, that's a dollar bill. The revolvers and the pistols are really fucking expensive in online. And I don't own too many repeaters, really. It's like the Lancaster and the Litchfield. The rest are shotguns. Don't own any rifles. Rifles aren't too bad, but they're way less expensive in the story mode. These are like rifles with scopes attached to them. We're back into shotguns again. This is funny because it's like by nature a lie, like a rare shotgun that everyone can buy. It's not rare really if everyone can buy it. That's on purpose though, the way they put that. This is the main shotgun that I use most of the time. It's the semi-auto. But I own the repeating and I own the pump action, which is another nice shotgun to use too. The double barrel one's nice, but it has a lot of damage. But there's other comparable ones that have more, like carry more rounds in them. And this one has nothing to like reload it. It's just like auto. It's like semi-auto. You can fire, I think, like 5 off real quick without having to like manually cock it like one of your single action revolvers. Like this shotgun, you have to like, you know, cock it. This one you don't. I like both, but that's the weapons. You saw how much earlier some of that stuff was, but see, the other thing too is when you go to buy, like right now, if I want to refill on this, I might be able to show you how much it actually is. If you look where I'm hit by down in the corner, it's like 120 to buy the max amount you can carry, and you do that a couple times to like fill up on it before it says sold out and you can't buy anymore. Go through this a lot, so I'm just restocking on that right now. Yeah, canned food, fresh food, dry food, liquor, tobacco. And I think all this stuff is a little bit cheaper in the story mode too. Make sure I'm on a near road. Hefty $210 every time you're gonna buy the max amount, which is like I think 30. Those are tonics. Probably could have bought more canned strawberries too, but yeah. You can see the prices each time you're like buying stuff, but a commercial interruption, yeah, for Wheeler and Rawson. And they were, I think, I don't know if it was you, yeah, I think it was you we were talking about, they had all those like different industries down in Sanity. There's like 2 cities down from here. It's the second one down from here. South from here. They have like a warehouse there, which is kind of cool. Because it's like, it's the name of the catalog that you open up. You look up there, Wheeler, Rawson Company. Wheeler and Rawson Company, Consumer Guides. And if you read all this stuff in here, dude, it is hilarious. It is like such an awesome parody of like modern advertising. It's pretty hilarious. We do not have any competitors. Invariably, this catalog will quickly astonish. We will ship guns anyone anywhere, even if, I don't know, if you live at a remote distance. Do not for a moment think that you live too far away to enjoy ordering guns from our fine Consumer's Guide catalog. Yeah, no, it's pretty hilarious, even down to the descriptions of some of these revolvers too. Behold this 36 caliber single action, which that's nice too. 36 was nice for back in the day. It's pretty sweet. It's like basically like a 357 kinda, a little bit bigger. 0.357 versus 0.36. Oh, not like Amazon. Nope, even better than Amazon, man. Bring any of these to you, any of these guns. Some of the, here, let me show you one of the other tonics descriptions. It's pretty hilarious. We test every drug to ensure strength and quality. Our pharmacists and chemists are Under strict instruction to test thoroughly every batch of drugs and medicine to arrive in our department, from nerve tonics to liver pills to tinctures of opium or liniments and salves for women's troubles. Rest assured that every day our I can't even read it with like a straight face. It's pretty funny. The women's troubles part got me. Go over to the post office and grab the stuff that I just ordered. And there's like a spotted camp that you can do the same thing
Been a
to.
little while, hasn't it?
Left this place then, huh?
Sure.
Good morning to you.
Did you just come to stare at me or what?
I came to collect my stuff, man. Yeah, bottles and glass from that time is pretty cool and pretty rare to have. I used to have a couple of intact, like, old glass, you know, the insulator at the top of the telephone wires that were like kind of bell-shaped glass bowls almost that they would put kind of upside down sitting on top of it, and that's what they would tie the wires to and stuff like that to sort of insulate it on the wood, whatever. I used to have a couple of those, like, because I found them like in the ground next to my house when I was really young. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I grew up in front of a cornfield, so people didn't dump there, but they did in like other places around it, and like some of the old roads and stuff. Ooh, almost had a near miss there. The weird yellow house. Exploring all the abandoned houses, yeah. Yep, oh yeah, and finding like old cars in the woods and stuff like that. That was always cool. Like an old car that got parked a long time ago and just like never moved ever again. Found like a whole bunch of those when I was younger. So many cars in the woods, like random ass cars just like parked at the edge of someone's property, and then like the woods kind of overgrew it a little bit. Like, it's pretty cool. Like cars from the 50s, cars from like the early 1900s, like 1930s, 40s, and stuff like that. Old newspapers, yeah. No, actually, what's crazy is, the house that I grew up in front of the cornfield was like a relatively, like, newer house. And the two houses that were in front of it kinda were, an old post office. So there was lots of newspapers there, too. And then, the other house directly in front of it was like an old inn. Like an old tavern. So it's crazy, like, all the crazy shit you'd find there, like, it's basically like, you know, the start to like an old town, kinda, like right there, like an inn and a fucking post office, like right next to each other. It's pretty crazy, right? But yeah, here, see, look at I'll show you, I'm talking about the thing that I used to find all the time. South of Binox. The train doesn't come. But those things right there. Found a bunch of those, like chilling. And those are glass. Those are supposed to be glass. Like in the ground. It's pretty crazy. Which is what I'm saying too. It's like a start to an old friggin' town there, like. And then like the whatever modern stuff just like swept right through it and past it, and they moved the actual post office like down the street at some point. I don't know, but find old mail there too. Yeah, the insulators. Yep, that's exactly what it was. They're insulators. Yeah, tie the wires to each one of those. That's how you'd get them to connect in between each pole. Just time to those things. I don't know exactly how they would assemble the poles exactly, like how accurate the pole assembly is, but you can see lots of those little like insulators down here too, because there's all the wires from the electric company. Going somewhere where I can take a quick bathroom break real quick and then come back and we'll do some more bounties.
How do you do?
Sawmill up ahead there, that's cool too. Oh, and plus the farm too that was nearby that had all that corn. I'm sure that was like an old, like I said, that whole little area was probably like a very, like, the very, very, like, beginning of a little small town. That could have grown, you know, depending on people that came and built more and all that good stuff, you know. Sorry, partner, I'm not moving fast enough for you. Stopping at my favorite saloon in Saint Denis here.
Ain't no harm in having some fun with a sheep.
Oh, gross. I did not need to know that, partner. Neither did anybody in chat. Some I recall as a kid. Yeah. Well, because they were like big trees and then just like logged and kind of knocked down. And yeah. Also there's another thing in game that's really cool. Before I go run bathroom real quick, there's another thing in game here that is like trail marker trees. Actually, we'll go back inside because it's not so windy out there. Trail marker trees though. And then I can show you some trail marker trees if we go back up that way at some point. But there used to be a whole bunch of those on the road next to my house too, which was, again, just kind of crazy. Like, that's why a lot of this area just kind of reminds me a little bit of that home area ish. Not this area where we were at, right? But back a little further north. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Alright, ghosts and cowpoke, I'm back. Like I said, quick bathroom break. Checked on the wolfies. They're hanging out in the other part of the house, so. Okay.
Well, that's nice.
Mister. Hey, partner. All right, then. That's the word.
Honest. Come on, mister. Got knocked down by a trolley in last week.
No shit. Got knocked down by a trolley. Sleeper got spooked. Riding my bike there. I don't know, general store, yeah. The general store for this one's down by the port. For this town. Passing by an art gallery and apparently a seafood restaurant, which I don't know if I trust that. Stationery. Job cards. Job printing. Fancy job printing. Signs, all kinds. Right across the street from the church. It's a menace of a trolley there.
Evening, sir.
I believe the store is somewhere down here. Yeah. Turn over this way.
Why are you doing this?
There, time. Welcome back.
Yep.
Walk around. Take your time.
It's been a long time since I've been in here. This guy's got all kinds of stuff in here.
Can't find what you need? Maybe check the catalog.
Chocolates, those look good. Those little truffles. Little chocolate bars. Bunch of candy right in the middle probably, and beans and all that good stuff.
Sure is convenient having this shop near the waterfront.
I'm sure it is.
Smell work better.
I'm sure you do. But yeah. You can buy pretty much any of this stuff in there. Except for the China and all that stuff, of course, but yeah. Yeah, it's like a little general store. And pretty much all of them have like the same stuff in them to buy. Like you can't buy the individual little like chocolate truffle things like that. Like you can buy a chocolate bar, or you can buy like a bread chunk, breads, like a bread roll or whatever.
Clear the way.
What the devil?
Whole bunch of stuff like that, but yeah. Almost everything you can see on the shelves in the store, you can buy. Almost. With the exception of a few things, which is kind of cool. It's also really cool too because we still got some gas lamps, lights, and then you got like the new electric ones put in at the same time too. Like right next to each other. That's how you can also tell that this is like a city in the time of transition. You can like hear the electric buzz. I'm leaving, yeah. I mean, you can kind of buy China, sorta. Like, it depends on like the theme you want for your camp. Mine's bounty hunter, so there's like, you know, bounty hunter related stuff around the camp. But there's like a fancy one you can buy that makes like puts like fancy stuff on the tables. The bounty hunter one does too. But there's like a collector one themed to the camp. Oh, see, there's that electric company sign like all lit up at night. Oh, man. I was trying to get like a good shot of it. There we go. Decent shot.
Yeah.
Hey, watch it.
There's two of them. Did you guys just hear that? Or am I just like tripping? Did you just hear that? It sounded like a dude screaming, "Oh God!" What the? Oh God! I hope you guys heard that too. The dude being like, "Oh God," in the middle of the woods like that, like back there. I mean, we weren't in the middle of the woods. We were like in front of that one farm, but oh man, they're gonna be like inside that old ass church. Okay, let's get to work. Sleeper, you hang out here, okay, Bubba? We'll be back.
people are more generous after you cut them up.
I wouldn't point that at me, partner.
the wages of sin is death. And speaking of wages,
Well, long time no see, stranger. Sift through, see what you like. You better know how to use that. This'll knock you out cold. Remember, hush, hush.
Long time no see. Take a look. Any questions, feel free not to ask. What is that? Is that smell? Is that you? If you fancy doing some shopping, come on back.
What the hell talking about that boy you got killed in the woods? Seems to have them all shook up.
Damn, Mason, that just about churned my gut.
I'm certainly not surprised. And a very good morning to you.
I don't much like it. Hey, out of the way. I'm on a tight schedule. Just what is going on?
from me.
What on earth? I don't think so. Show me your...
Yeah, I recommend headphones for most of the games that I play. The sounds are pretty cool. I wear them all the time whenever I'm streaming. Have like a headset mic.
What in God's name? Civilized. No gentleman covers his face in public.
Well, the sheriff's office thanks you for your work.
Hey, why aren't you showing your face?
Ain't this something? Oh, my...
I'm getting mighty tired of you harassing me.
I'm putting you to burn.
I'll catch you later, cat. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
It was dead or alive, and they sure ain't alive.
Jackass! You need to leave!
This is it, you sucker! God damn! Got you now, you bastard! You a one?
I hope you die slow, jackass. This is the end. What in the hell?
Thanks for hanging, Ghosts. Don't forget the like button. Check out the memberships. Check out the Discord.